Hello, hello. Mic test. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's a great BGM choice. It's the only one that fits this, besides anything that's completely NSFW or will get me copyright struck. Okay, how's the volume? How's the audio and everything? Hello, hello. Hi, hi. How's the BGM? How's the mic? Good audio. Okay, very nice. Okay, let me just look at something. Merry Christmas. BGM's a little bit low. Okay. Give me a sec. I will turn it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see. Okay. That should be slightly higher. Okay, that should be better. If anything goes wrong, just let me know, and I'll probably ignore you anyway. But, oh well, that doesn't matter. So yes, everybody, welcome to the today English Muzukashi. Never mind. Anyway, welcome to today's Hololive tier list thing. To correct some people who were in the pre-chat earlier, this is not... How do you say? This is not how down bad the talents are, but this is how down bad I am for them, basically. If you had watched Depressed Nosagi's stream a couple weeks ago, I think it was. Oh, here you go. A couple weeks ago, I think it was. He did the same thing pretty much, except mine's gonna be a little bit more seiso. This is a completely original idea. Yes. No, Denson, I could ooh everything, but then the FBI would come after me. Especially given some of the talents in the list. Okay, so just to set some, how do you say, criteria for the tier list. So obviously this will be based on the character design. Well, the character design is one of the considerations, well, the main consideration, and then we will have the personality / the character, the way they present themselves, maybe a few other considerations as well. And knowing what some of the fan art is like, I wouldn't consider fan art. Because, it's like, for example, some of the talents would be a bit more say-so, perhaps, in terms of the way they stream and the way they look. But then the fan art is just completely, just mwah, chef's kiss, man. So, yeah. This should be a good time. Let's aim to not get cancelled for my opinions, because we know what everybody is like in Hololive. Oh no, don't worry, Major Manners. The Hololive cancel's in here as well. It's just further down here. As the window's been cut off, if not, this bar at the bottom will keep popping up, and that's just irritating. So don't worry, everyone from in Hololive Japan and Indonesia and English will all be there, with the latest being, you know, Zeta, Kaela, and Kobo. So yes, Rocky, that's right. Sora's fan art is, yes, it's very nice indeed. Okay, so, if at any point you disagree with my opinion, you know where to shove it. No, I am not going to be in the tier list. And unfortunately, A-chan and Nodoka are not in this list, because this is purely from the talent itself. So, maybe we can just add that on as an afterthought later on. But yes, so it's been a few minutes, and we shall proceed. Of course, the first and foremost, Tokino Sora. If you can see my mouse, if not, then your eyesight's a little bit too bad, but whatever. Okay, so, Tokino Sora, the goddess, the first one, the MVP of all time. Now, to be honest, Sora's it's already a bit of a tricky one from the get-go, because she's the goddess, so to speak, even though she doesn't like being referred to that way. And most people would put her over here, like, not really. And I would have agreed, but here's the thing. If you remember about a year ago, perhaps, maybe, what Marin said to Sakura Miko in a New Year's stream or something. Basically, you know, the more pure and seiso somebody is, the better it is to drag them down into the depths of hell and down badness with you. And from what I know, Sora is far from being down bad or lewd or anything. She's just pure and professional through and through. Though she does have her little moments. So, with the consideration of the gap, perhaps, if she were to become a little bit lewd, I would put her in, depends. Because if it's not really, then it's like, yeah, no, you're sort of writing her off completely. But if I put her in, depends, you know, there's the potential. And so I'm standing by with that. Unless within the next couple of years she starts going down the Marine route, then, yeah, exactly, the corruption tag. The corruption tag's always fun, if you've ever read those things. Oh, don't worry, you're not late, we just started. And even if you were late, it doesn't really matter, because there's more things to do in life. Okay, so that's Sora. One down, I don't know how many more to go. Next is Roboco. Roboco, instantly, well, first thought, I put him in Vernoise. I mean, just look at her design, man, you know? I mean, well, honestly, I would show her some of her more lewd outfits, but then YouTube would probably just ban me off the site immediately. Because I don't know if you guys have seen, but there is a video out there / clip called Roboco's Butt is the Best, or something like that, where it was a 3D stream and the camera just sort of gets a little bit fucky and it was just focusing on her ass throughout. And that was one of the best videos I've ever seen for various reasons. And there was also another clip where, well, another stream from quite a while back where her outfit was just, you know, there was barely any outfit. It was even more lewd than the bikini, for example. So I put her in Vernoise. I'm tempted to put her in Uo, but I don't know. I'll just keep her in Vernoise for now. Maybe we'll change our minds later on. Okay, so that is Lobo Lobo. No, that wasn't a dream Ferrari. That was an actual thing. You can find it on YouTube. It's still there somewhere. And yes, her voice as well. It does add to that, especially when she does her whisper singing, I suppose, if that's what you want to call it. So next up, we have Sakura Miko. Sakura Miko. Now, design-wise, you know, boing boing busty dynamite with the thighs, the butt, the booba, the everything. But character-wise, it's sort of, you know, if it was just based on, yes, KG, it's a tier list. It's my tier list. It's mine and no one else can say anything. But yes, like what Yokai is saying in chat right now, the latest Miko outfit was very nice. Now let me go find an image. Let's see. So I'm not too sure if you guys saw this because I think it was a few months back, but there we go. So I don't know if you see it. It's I mean, initially you might think it's not much, but she wore this in the 3D stream when she was dancing and everything. So yes, the side vents, it's just, yes, the hips and everything. Oh yes, Dorthorax. We're just counting in general. The newer outfits will help with the considerations, if you will. So yes. So I mean just purely based on the design and everything, the old outfit, the new outfits, the everything, she would have gone in very nice, but she doesn't come across as lewd, well, except for the BL and the eroge and the hentai and all that. But I put her in noise, you know, just you know, just eh. Once again, bear in mind, I'm not taking into account all the fan art. The fan art, if we think about fan art, everything just goes up top in UO, okay? Everything would be up here. Sorry. Okay. So, those are the first three. Next, we have Azuki. I would put Azuki same as Sora. But depends. Okay, maybe slightly lower. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'll put them side by side over here because Azuki also sort of has a bit of a seiso streak, but you know, is the idea that sort of entices it. R18 fan art review. Yazi, do you want me to get banned as well? I'm not Hanchama. I don't have her immunity and I don't have a company to back me up. Because if anything happens to Hanchama, at least, you know, cover cause are there to help out. Yeah, she is quite mischievous. She's a diva. I mean, she doesn't really do lewd things, really. Though there was that hologram video where she was, I think it was Watame and, was it Subaru who were in there? And Azuki was sort of sticking halfway through the TV. And I saw some fan art of that moment, but from the other side of the television, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, the stuck in the wall kind of, kind of thing. So yes, I'll leave that up to your imagination. Right, next up, we have the one, the only, Hoshimachi Suisei. Now this doesn't, you don't really need to say anything. Right up there. Whoa, you know? Hi Sakura, welcome. Yes, Suisei indeed. And with her, it's a thing where, you know, she doesn't have the busty dynamite body. She's not, you know, thick or anything like that, and she doesn't really do anything lewd. It's just the idea of the woman, you know? And plus some of her hip shaking and her singing, you know, that helps. But if I'm not wrong, she herself, she doesn't really enjoy lewding herself or anything like that. Some, you know, things like she will never wear the bikini, the summer outfit on stream, on YouTube, and I think quite a few people were disappointed by that. Yes, precisely, it's all in confidence and attitude. Confidence and attitude helps a lot. Yes, the axe is also very charming if you're a masochist or if you are tired of living and you want her to, you know, uninstall your life on your behalf, so yes. So there we go. Ooh, I mean, there's no debating that, is there? Okay. What do we have next? Who do we have next? Shirakami Fubuki. Fubuki. It's a bit of a shame there's no Kurokami on this list. But oh well, Fubuki's nice enough. Now Fubuki is everyone's friend. She's my wife, obviously, because it's me. So yes. I see some people saying ooh, some people saying noise. Some people saying very nice, and I'm being pilled again. As you know, the pills don't work anymore, but oh well. Okay, so I will go with nice. Because, you know, design-wise, she's not particularly lewd or anything, attitude-wise. Not really as well. I mean, yeah, not that much. Kurokami, yes, she does have a little bit of that. But that's as Kurokami. We're talking about Fubuki. Shirikami Fubuki. And, you know, like I said, if you ignore the fan art, she goes in noise. If you consider all the fan art and everything that's been done, and were there dojins? I think dojins have been done. Then she would go up to very nice at the very least. Yes, she is everyone's friend. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Okay, so far this is what we have. Don't know if this makes me a degenerate where even Sora and Azuki can be in the depends line, but I think that's what you would expect from me, isn't there? Yes, there is a link for it. I will, if I remember, I'll put it in the description after the stream. Because I can't be bothered to click around right now, even though that's what I'm already doing. But yes. Okay, so next up, we have Natsuhiro Matsuri. Arguably one of the first VTubers that most people saw in terms of the clips. You know, there was the pissing into the cup one. There was the, what was the one? The one of the band-aids. God, that was like over 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, the band-aid story got a lot of people's attention. The pissing one also got a lot of attention. And there's all the ones about the lollies. So design-wise, you know, cute. Slightly lewd because she's got the thigh highs. Well, pantyhose? Stockings? Whatever you want to call it. And you've got the tummy as well. Attitude-wise, she does have that lewdness in her. So initially I would have thought very nice, but sort of like towards the lower end of very nice. In fact, it was either the lower end of very nice or the higher end of nice. Because, you know, this will go from left to right in terms of, you know, the sort of a ranking within the tier as well. So we'll put her in very nice at the lower end, which won't be obvious until we get through maybe half the list. Okay, next we have Meru Meru, Kapu Kapu. Our little vampire who doesn't really seem to like people, even though, bite people, sorry, even though I want her to bite me, but, you know, that's just my personal opinion. Now, Mel, design-wise, is yabai enough that, I think she has gotten in trouble with YouTube just based off of design. And personality-wise, she can, you know, match people like Choco Sensei, for example. So she definitely goes up in very nice. Above Matsuri. I'm not too sure if I put her above Roboko. You know what? We'll put her above Roboko. If I can move the fucking thing. There we go. There we go. I mean, I mean, you're right, Yuriko. She is sweet. She can be quite sweet, but given that's only a part of her personality, and she has quite a lot of personality, if you know what I mean. So I'll put her in the top end of very nice. Very nice. Okay, next, we have the Eldritch Horror herself, Akai Hato, aka Hachama. Now, for the sake of this tier list, I'm just gonna consider Akai Hato. Well, actually, no, I'll put Hachama as well. I'll put Hachama with it. Around the same area. If you'd asked me 2 years ago, I would have put her in very nice or Uo, you know. But, I mean, she was the first one I started watching regularly. And, you know, design-wise, she's definitely right up there. And she used to be more, how do you say it, yabai, as everybody knows. I mean, just look at it. Just think about the, there was an ASMR stream she did on a vibrating pad, and that was fantastic, for various reasons. And there's also the R18 fan art reviews that she does. Though recently, I believe she said she was toning it all down. But even if we ignore that, given, I mean, it's sort of like, yes, it's good to be lewd, but if you do it a little bit too much, you sort of get desensitized by it. So I think that's what's happened with people like me. You sort of get a bit desensitized. However, because it is Hato, I will still put her in noise. Somewhere maybe above Miko. Yeah? Because actually, you know what? I'll put her below Miko. I mean, it's close enough anyway, so, you know. Yeah, the drinking age in Japan is 20. Yes, 20. Not far behind the Americas, 21, but yes. So, you saw the wallpaper. Yes, I clicked on the thing by accident. It's a good thing I don't have the Mamatori, Holotori fan art, because that would probably get me banned. Okay, so next we have Aki Rosentaru. So, where would she go? Where would she go? Up here, at the very least. Actually, we'll put her here. Because she's got them hips. No, Dorthrax, it's, well, yes, more lewd, but it's sort of like, in my opinion, sort of like who makes you go, ooh, even more. Or at least it's higher in the tier. So honestly, it's interchangeable between Meru and Aki. I mean, Aki has that belly dancing, she has the hips. I mean, if you remember that stream where she was teaching the others how to dance, Watame was just sort of like pogging halfway through just by staring at her hips. And so, yeah, I'm sure this is a very easy to agree with idea. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Minato Aqua. Now, for those of you who are fairly new to Hololive, or at least maybe the last few months, Minato Aqua has been consistently buffed over the last couple of years by her artists. She's gotten more and more busty dynamite over the years. Not that we are complaining. But, I mean, like, once again, design-wise, I'd probably put her in the top end of noise. But personality-wise, it's a bit difficult for that. You know, she's quite shy. She's a hikikomori. She refuses to leave the house. Okay, I'm sort of being a bit mean and exaggerating there, but you get what I mean. So instead of noise, taking into account the way she presents herself and the personality, and you know, she's just a cute little onion, we'll put her in depends. Really would depend. You know, I would have gone not really, but you know, the design and the assets give you that, how do you say, give you that path towards the lewdness. So I mean, yeah, I mean it is a decision. Next up, we have everybody's favorite, Choco Sensei. Choco Sensei. You know where she goes? She goes up here. Right up there. She's the ideal woman, I like to think. I might be a bit halu, but I mean, ignoring the fact that she sleeps for about 36 hours a time sometimes. I mean, she can take care of you, she works, she brings in good money, she's lewd, but she can be endearing, she can sing, she can do ASMR. It's just, you know, the list goes on. So I put her right up there at Uo, above Suisei, because Suisei doesn't do any of the lewd stuff. But Choco goes into that. Yes, and like I said, she can cook as well, and everybody else says she's hot. And I don't know if you remember that milking, that 3D milking stream that she did with Mel a few years back, where I think it was on the Switch or something. It was in 3D where, you know, milking challenge, and obviously Choco won. But that entire clip is almost bannable in and of itself. Yes, the milking stream. If you don't know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up Choco Mel milking stream. Well, milking 3D, that might work, because it wasn't a milking stream per se. Yeah, it was the Switch. Yes, oh yes, they did the kissing in 3D as well. Yes, oh yes. Oh god, I'm getting a bit down bad, aren't I? Was Matsuri in that? No, I don't think. If it was the kissing one, I don't know if Matsuri was. I think she was there. But if it was the milking one, then I don't think Matsuri was there. I mean, bear in mind this was like 2 years ago, so I've sort of forgotten some of the slight details in there. But we'll go with that. Yes, use the speakers at max volume and play it in public. That's the idea. Right, next up we have Yoda yo nakiri ayeme. Yo neteta. Neteta. She goes in, not really. Because, I mean, yeah, obvious. I mean, she's cute and all that. But she's not lewd. She's a precious little ojo. She's precious. So she goes in, not really. I mean, you know, not really still leaves that little, how do you say, that little possibility. But it's sort of like, just a little bit, you know, like, yeah, we'll see. But not really. Nobody touches ojo. Yeah, apparently not. Except for Marin, apparently. But yes. But we are not Hosho Marin. Right, next up we have Murasaki Shion, the Gaki. The one with the miniskirt, the one with the tummy, the one that's cheeky and very bratty and everything. Yes, the Kusogaki. Well, I would have said Misugaki at first, but she doesn't really have that. But she's Kusogaki. So she goes over here at the very least. Very nice. You wanna know why? Because she has the tummy. Let me look it up. Okay, let me try and find fan art that won't get me banned. Oh, Murasaki Shion. Come on, gimme. Okay, no, that's a bit of an exaggeration. The tummy's too big in that one. Okay, let me open a new image. See? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean the tummy, that smug look. I mean, no, I don't like to be bullied, but it's just that it's just the aura she gives off, you know? You know what I mean? See, it's good that people get me. Aha. So yes, Shion would go. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'll keep her above Roboko. Not by much, but just above. It's just that Aki and Mel are higher than that, so... I mean, I might change my mind later on as we add more people to the list, but so far, we'll keep it at this. Okay, next up we have Ozora Subaru. Everybody's favorite tomboy. You know, everybody wants to be her trash can because it was crushed a couple years back by Kiara when she sat on it, but that's for later on. Now, pure tomboy supremacy. If it was just the fact that she was a tomboy, I put her up here. But because she doesn't come across as that lewd, it would bring her down to, say, very nice. You know? Yeah, I'll put her below Matsuri because Matsuri just has that little thingy going on. That little thingy, right? Okay, so very nice. Well, currently very nice is filling up very nicely. Next we have Okami Mio, Mami Mio. Everybody's favorite fucking cute wolfo. Fucking cute. Design-wise, she's got the tummy. She's got the mommy vibe. Well, actually, it's a bit different. It's a bit... I wouldn't know if I call it a mommy vibe or a motherly vibe. Because, I mean, you know... let me find a nice image. No, that's not what I want. No, that's not what I want. Oh, fuck off. No. Give me something nicer. Give me something that's not hentai. Okay, this is not streaming on Pornhub. This is on YouTube. YouTube has standard. Well, no, that's not fair. Fuck it. I'll use this one. Open image in new tab. See? Mio's so adorable. Okay, fine. This probably doesn't reflect the mommy personality, but yeah, exactly, Megati. It's a more motherly aura than a mommy aura. And she's not particularly lewd either, but she does have the tummy window in the OG outfit. And that aura she gives off. So I put her in... No, Ethan, I never turn on safe search. What do you think I am, a normie? No, I'm a degenerate, man. We keep safe search off because we want to find things by accident. Yes, I remember the suspect dance, and I think that 3D performance is just, you know... And yes, she can be lewd. And the problem is I don't watch her as much as some of the others, so I might miss out on bits and pieces, so feel free to correct me on certain things. But this is just based on what I've seen. No, we don't need incognito. Incognito's for teenagers. I'm an adult. It's my own computer. I don't care what history's in it. As long as, you know, actually no, I don't really care. Yeah, so whatever. So Mio goes in noise. Maybe below Miko. Actually, yeah, you know what? We'll keep her below Miko for this kind of thing. So there is that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put her below Miko. But it's not like a huge difference, you know? It's just sort of like, yeah, around there. We'll put them around there. Right, next we have Nekomata Okayu, or as I like to call her, Okazu. So, she would go in very nice at the very least. Or at least a high tier noise. Oh, thank you, Travel. I'm not Kiara, so I can't give you a kiss, and not too sure you want one anyway, but, you know. So I'm sort of torn between noise, like the top end of very noise, or the lower end of, sorry, the top end of noise or the lower end of very noise. Because she can be lewd, you know, she's willing to call herself Okazu. TL note is sort of a slang term for calling someone fat material. And yes, she has top tier lewds, but I'm not trying to consider the lewds or the fan art in the tier list, because if that was the case, then, you know, Sora would be up here, and, you know, everybody would be up there. Even Ayame and all that would be up there. Though to protect myself, I put Gura down here anyway, just to be safe. Yes, anyway. So, yes, the office girl outfit. Was it office girl or was it a teacher outfit? You know what? We'll put her in very nice, because she knows she can be lewd, and she does play it from time to time, which does, yes, comfy lewd. That's one way of putting it. So it does contribute to that idea. So we'll put him in very nice. Now next up we have Korone. Oh no, Enrico, no, I'm not. I might take the outfits into consideration if it's a valid point. If not, I just go with the overall idea of it. The outfits do help. So next we have Dog. We have Kone. Inugami. Kone te sa. I can't do her accent, fuck. Now, she doesn't really come across as lewd to me. I mean, she's probably done stuff like that from time to time, like eating Mike Tyson's ass and stuff like that, but she was tricked. Oh, you guys are so generous giving all the memberships. Danke schön, even though I'm not German. But yes, thank you, peeps. Where was I? Yes, Dog is friend. She doesn't really make me go, ooh. There is an animation of her dancing, but I can't remember the guy's name, but it's not her, so, you know, if we ignore things like that and all the fan art. I put her in noise, somewhere in the lower end of noise. Though I have to be careful, because she's probably one of the few people in Hololive I wouldn't dare to fight. I mean, you know, she does kickboxing and she's fit, so if I were to take her on in a fight, I might win anyway, because I've got, you know, combat training in the past, but that was years ago, and you can never underestimate people. So even if I win, I'd probably end up breaking an arm halfway through, so oh well. But this is not about fighting, this is about how much they activate my neurons. So we put her in the lower end of noise. Now next we have Hosho Marine. Hosho Marine desu. Whoa. So we'll put her up there. Would I put her below Suisei or above Suisei? It's tricky, because, I mean, they're all in their own right. Especially if you consider the last 3D stream when she revealed her new outfit and she did that drop when she was squatting. And interesting side note, that little gif that I shared on Twitter got 19,000 likes, so that proves how down bad everybody is for Marine. So nobody's going to question it if I put her up top. Whoa. But would I put her above Suisei? Honestly, I'm a bit torn. Actually, you know what? I put her above Suisei, just purely based on personality. Hello, Shika! Yes, I'm a simp, as you jolly well know. But yes, I put her above Suisei, below Choco, because Choco just has a more, you know, more womanly vibe that you want to go with. Though that's not to say Mari's not a woman, but, you know, whatever. We'll go with that. Okay, next we have Shirogane Noelle. Now, I think most people would put her in very nice, or Uo, just by default because she has massive booba. But honestly, okay, little bit of explanation for my preferences. In terms of booba size, I'm fine with small, like suisei. Please don't kill me. I'm fine with medium-sized stuff, like say Matsuri or Subaru. And I'm fine with big ones as well, like Choco or Marin. But Noelle sort of goes beyond the beyond big, and she goes into the huge territory. Now, I like booba, just like everybody else. But I'm not too sure if I like, like them to be that big. So yes, they're world class, but I'm not too sure I want to be in that, Personality wise, she can be kind of lewd, especially when she was dancing in her, what was it, the 3D Hololive Fest? Where she was, she was shaking the booba and everything. Now that in and of itself is fantastic. If I was just going based on personal preference, I would have put her in depends, because it really would depend on what she's doing. But because, what she's done like ASMR and everything, and she has the confidence, I put her up in noise. Perhaps, wait, let me just put her here for the time being while I consider. So she'd be above hard, no, I put her below hard chama. But above Fubuki. Yeah, I think we can go with this. Yeah, that seems fair enough. No, I'm not weak. I'm trying to approach this logically. Degenerates have standards too, If we didn't have standards, everybody... Okay, never mind. I won't finish that thought. If not, I'm gonna get cancelled again. Okay, so next we have everybody's favorite war criminal, Usada Peikora. Peiko. Honestly, I really put him in depends. I mean, she doesn't, yeah, she's more of a comedian. I mean, she's honestly less of a war criminal from time to time, depending on the stream. But I put her in depends, because she does have her moments. Like, I think it was her 3D reveal stream, or it was soon after that when she was showing off the outfit, bends over, shows everybody what's underneath the skirt, and it's a bunny outfit, and she didn't realize how yabai that could be. But leaving that aside, she does slip up from time to time. Not very often, but from time to time. I think the one that comes to mind the most was when it was a stream with Marin. Once again, this was a long time ago. And Marin was talking about a lewd dream that she had. In fact, I think there was a clip made out of that. And basically Marin was talking about how she had a lewd dream, but she wasn't really willing to, how do you say, explain or go any further with the explanation. So Pekara tried to do the explanation and put herself in a position of, so if I was in the dream, would I be eating the carrot or, and then she cuts herself off because she realizes what she said. So it's sort of little moments like that. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, yeah, that's the thing, Mimu. She's a bunny girl, but you don't really see her that way, do you? So in fact, I put her in depends, but towards the bottom of depends, just purely based on the potential of the outfit. If you got rid of the coat, well, in fact, the coat makes it a little bit lewd as well. Leaves some to the imagination. But we'll put her up there. Right, next we have Iruha Rushia, the Metal Screamo Wall. Even though she's no longer with us, I feel that she would probably still come after me anyway if I keep going after that. The fact that she's flat. Now, honestly, with her, I'd say it depends. As long as she doesn't scream in my ear, even though that's part of the charm, as I'm sure most of you know. As long as she doesn't scream in my ear, I could bump her up to the bottom end of noise. Because she's just this cute little thing, okay, never mind. I shouldn't say too much. Actually, Okay, so you know what? If she screams, we'll put her in depends. If she doesn't, we'll put her in noise. But because she screams, I'll put her down here. If I can move them. There we go. Yeah, she's not that erotic either, so... I mean, the fan arts beg to differ, but we're not talking about fan arts, we're just talking about them. Okay, so next, we have I Don't Know Fire Flare, Shiranui Flare. I can sense a few Flare fans sort of freaking out in the Discord right now, if they're listening in on this. Now, Flare... She's an elf, well, half-elf, elf, however you want to call it. She has them legs. I like them, you know, I like chocolate as well. That's the way to put it, you know, dark skin is just... Ooh, you know. So, I put her up at... But she doesn't... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but she doesn't really come across as lewd as well. I mean, she certainly has the potential for it, just based purely off of what she looks like, but... At the very least, I put her in noise. Fuck. There we go. We'll put her in noise. You know, we can go with that. She wants to be cute. Yes, she doesn't really want to be lewd. She wants to be cute, and she can be cute. So yes, we'll put her in noise. Older sister. I don't really watch her enough to have the idea of the older sister. But I presume the ones who've watched it more, I can take that into consideration. Yes, exactly. She has the Onesan energy, but it's sort of like a, you know, how are you? Have you had meal? How is school? Or how is work? She doesn't come in like, do you want me? Or do you want dinner? Or do you want to have me for dinner? You know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, we can go with noise. The higher end of noise for her. Let's see. Okay, so next we have a main Kainatar, aka the gorilla, aka the one that could probably crush your hand. Slated to have a grip strength of 50 kilos. Which doesn't really bother me because my grip strength is higher than that. Not by that much, but it is more than that, so that doesn't really put me off. And I'm comfortable in my masculinity, so that doesn't affect me. Now, she is Petan, as I'm sure everybody knows. But I don't know if you remember, according to what Coco said, apparently she has a very nice butt. So there is that potential for that. Oh, it's increased. It's gone up now. 50-something kilos. Okay, no, I'm not bragging. It's simply the truth. If I was bragging, I'd be saying things like, no, I've got a massive dick. Oh, okay, never mind. But if we were just going based on the design, ignoring what they're like in real life, allegedly, you know, leaving that aside. I put her in noise, but sort of, I'll put her in the lower end of noise, like below Korone. Because, I mean, yes, she's noise in a certain way, it's hard to say. I would say, okay, if I had to pinpoint something, it's because she's considered, you know, technically an angel or whatever, and so in theory it's more fun to drag them down. But design-wise, you know what? I'll bring her down to depends. Depends. Above Pecora, no, below Pecora. How about that? Yeah, we'll put her in depends. Really depends. Oh yes, there was the nurse outfit, wasn't there? Oh yes, wait, let me have a look. I've sort of forgotten what it looks like. Let's see. A main Kainatar nurse outfit. Ah yes, I see her yandere face. Yeah, wait, no, let me show you. Look, for those of you who haven't seen it. So this was one of her more recent outfits. You know, the yandere face. There are lots of lewds. Yes, in fact, Deco did a lewd outfit, did some fan art based on this outfit. And he usually does very good stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to share it because, you know. So, taking that into consideration, I put her in, depends, somewhere around here, maybe? Yeah, let's say around here. Though not by much. So we'll put her around here. Right, next we have Kiryu Koko. F in chat, everyone. Never be forgotten. So, Kiryu Koko. She has the American hips, to quote somebody, to quote a great man. She has the dynamite body. And she can be lewd. Well, no, okay, fine. She can be quite lewd. If you've watched her to any extent, you know she can be quite yabai. In fact, she probably pushes the line the most. Well, she used to. Ignoring Hachama's R18 stuff. But once again, there was the consideration, the personal preference of, you know, the massive booba. Once again, if it's too big, it sort of goes from being a turn on to being a bit of a turn off. But, you know, just based on everything else, I put her in noise. Sort of at the top end of noise. Actually, you know what? Out of respect and everything, and her hips, and the way she can dance and everything, we'll put her in very noise at the lower end. Maybe just above Okayu. Okay, so we'll put her up there. She was rough. Context? Rough in what? Nah, Mr. Brown. I mean, I can put her in war, but then that wouldn't be. How are you saying? It wouldn't be a fair thing because I mean, you know, I'm putting her in very noise as it is. Okay, so next we have Tsunomaki Waitamai. Tsunomaki, 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 Janken Bon. I'll put it down here. Depends. Well, actually, no. Actually, you know what? You're right. Sebi, you're right. Wataoji. She has that Oji-sama, Oji-san energy. Especially in other people's 3D and armpits and whatever. Out design-wise, maybe she doesn't seem that lewd, though she does have the boing-boing and everything. So, you know what? We'll put her in noise. Maybe around here. Okay, by the way, this is not, you know, this is not finalized. I mean, we might shift things around here and there. But yes, so we'll put Watame above Hato. Maybe below Mio, because though Watame has the Wataoji energy, Mio still has that mommy/motherly energy. Yes, she does have the concert outfit, which is an idea. But, okay, we'll leave her there for now. Okay, wait, let me drink water. Ooh, okay. So, next up, we have Toko Toa. We have Camel Toe. I mean, we have Toa. No, I'm not putting in not really. I just put her in for the time being. Now, she doesn't seem very lewd, though she does have, once again, she has her little moments. She has the tummy, she has the legs, and she's TMT, Toa Maji Tenshi. So I'll put her up here, just below, will I put her below Shion? Because Shion has the Gaki energy, and Toa is just purely design-wise and occasionally what she knows. Because, wait, let me see, Toko, Yami, Toa. I show you. Okay, no, that's fan art, but yeah, okay, we can go with that. Tsunomaki. No, sorry, there's not that. Okay, look. I mean, look at this. Look at it. Look. You've got. Wait, let me switch back. You've got. Hello, Aberson. But yes, hello. You've got Toa. You've got the face. You got. Honestly, I don't know if you call her completely flat, but okay, she's not that big either. You've got the tummy. You've got the hips. You got the legs. And just look at this squish over here. Look at the squish. Look at the squish. And plus, she's so precious. You know, I mean, I think if I'm not wrong, her her fan base is one of the more wholesome ones, based on what I've heard. Actually, you know what? We'll shift her. No, actually, no. We'll keep her here for now. Below Shion, but above Roboco. Actually, you know what? We'll shift it slightly. We'll put her below Roboco. So she's still in the very noise tier, but she's sort of like in the middle of it. Okay, show next. We have Himemori Luna. Yeah, I'm inclined to go with FBI, to be honest. Frankly speaking, I don't watch her that much, but whenever I've seen her, I don't. She doesn't come across as that at all, you know. I mean, at least for example, Ayame in Not Really, at least there is, you could visualize it. But with Luna, yeah, no, not really. Ignoring all the fan art, because, you know, fan art doesn't really care because, you know, it's anime and it doesn't really matter to them. But she wants to be looted, but this is not a democracy. This is my decision, so I'm putting her in FBI. Right. So, yeah, canonically she was 0 years old on debut, but I mean, she's been around for a few years, so technically you could say she's 2, but, you know, she still goes in the FBI. In the FBI tier. Right, next we have Eofi. Eofi teen. Now, if you'd asked me about Eofi maybe about a few months ago, or maybe even a year ago, I might have put her in depends or in noise. But she's garnered a reputation of being Erofi, and she's got the dumpy. She's got a dump truck. Okay, maybe not a dump truck, but she's got the bakery. If you saw her 3D and the resulting fan art. But once again, ignore the fan art. You look at the 3D. She has a dumpy, and I'm an ass man, so she would go up here. Wait, go on. Wait, no, Shion. Okay, there we go. So she goes up there in very nice. Very nice. Know what I'm saying? Yes, it was stolen from Kiara. Yeah, stolen from Kiara. So, she goes up there very nice. Right, who do we have next? Muna Hoshinova. Muna? Based on design, her dancing in a 3D, and the fact that the cameraman was quite cultured. She goes up here. And very nice. Hey, Muna! Yes. Actually, yeah, no, I'll put her just below Eofi. I mean, they could basically be holding hands within the tier, but unfortunately, you can't really demonstrate that. So we'll put her up there. Okay, sure. Next we have Risu, the Nutmaster. Yes, I am British. It has been well known in the community. People meme about it so much, I think some people just thought it was a joke. But anyway, we have Risu. For some reason, lots of people are already ooing, and I can see why. And No Nut November's coming out, so, you know, if this was done during No Nut November, she would definitely be in the very nice tier. But I mean, she has the hip wiggle and all that, but she doesn't. I mean, for me, she just doesn't make me go ooh or anything. So I put her in. Depends. You know. Like I said, yeah, she's a memer. I mean, she's more of a memer. So you know, I mean, she has some nice fan art. I won't lie, but once again, I have to say, we're not taking fan art into consideration. So we could put Risu in the higher end of depends, and yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. Okay, so next up we have Wami, Yukihei no Wami, massive booba, boing boing. People are trying to sell her armpit sweat, her bath water. She's everything. She does ASMR. She has a bit of a mummy vibe. She can drink, which is good because I sometimes like a drink myself as well. So, but would I put her in Uo? Would I put her in Uo? Almost. Almost Uo. Almost. So, tell you what. We'll put her up here with Meru Meru and Aki, if the fucking thing wants to move. I'll put her up here. The top 3 are very nice. Yes, and she has the armpits as well. So we'll put her up here in the top 3 for the time being. Not, you know, subject to change. Terms and conditions apply. Depending on if I change my mind later, if suddenly I remember something. Yes, big three, they're all quite big as well, if you know what I mean. Okay, sure, that's the first of the Gen 5. Next we have Momo Suzune. Now, Nene is... I think most people would agree that Nene, design-wise, she has the potential to be nice at the very least. And she tries to be lewd sometimes. But the way she is, it's hard to see her in that way. You know, it's... she design-wise, she goes from a noise. Then she tries it, she goes down to a depends. Excuse me. And it's just... You know... I mean, most of you are saying not really, and I can see why. But bear in mind, I'm taking into account the design as well, which isn't everything, but it is part of it. So I would say, she's like a sister that's playing wife. Oh dear, is that an Alabama reference? Because I'm not from Alabama, as you can tell. So. Yeah, that's the thing. She's sort of wife material, would you say that? Well, I mean, technically she's everybody's wife. She's the one person you can call wife whom you wouldn't get pilled for. So I put her on the high end of... not really. Because she doesn't really give off that vibe, even though she tries sometimes. But looking at the design... If she had the personality of, say, you know, Choco, she would be up there and very nice, that's for sure. So we can put her in the high end of depends. So yeah, there we go. Next we have Chihiro Botan. La-da-iyo, la-da-iyo, na-na-na-na-na-na, la-da-iyo, la-da-iyo. Well, actually... First thing that came to mind is noise. Because she doesn't come off as lewd per se. But she does have a bit of, how do you say it? She has a bit of a mommy energy. And she's a terrific gamer. Oh yes, and there was the outfit with the short hair and the pantyhose thing. Wait, let me go look. I go look. CC law button. Oh, fuck off. Button. I can't spell. Outfit. Let's see. Where is it? Sir. Okay, there was the most recent one. That little bra strap sticking out. That one was quite good. Then there's this one as well. If I can find an image. Nope, that's not it. Wait, no. Chotto mate kudasai. Aha, there we go. Chotto mate kudasai. Please forgive me while I cry. Okay, here we go. Here's the fan art that I was looking for. This one. This, you know, it's yes, and precisely. She's smart. No, Paintbacker, no. This is not my collection. This is just me searching up online. But yeah, she's smart. She's smart as well. I mean, if you don't know, when she did the Choco quiz, I think she's still the all-time high score. Yeah, I think she's still at all-time high score. I can't remember who came in next or anything, but she's still top tier. So, you know what? The initial idea of noise, that can go out the window. I put her up here in very nice, at the very least. Because she does have that energy, but she doesn't really do lewd things. Yes, Lunchbox, I'm sure she's an ool for you. I think she knows about guns. Actually, yeah, no, Omegati, actually, you have a point. She does come across more like an aunt than a mommy or a mother or anything like that. So, you know what? We'll put her in very nice, sort of like the middle of the very nice tier. Gemstone says, I think Kiara got high too. If you mean high on drugs, perhaps, but she didn't get a high score. I'm not too sure who you were watching, because she only got like 2 or 3 points or something. His score was double that of Aqua's, but it was still a single-digit number, so Yeah. Not too sure who you were watching back there. Okay. So next we have Poruka. Poruka, Oruka, Poruka. Polka is, I mean, design-wise, she is not too lewd, but not too seiso. But she gives off the energy of somebody you want to be friends with, you know. Well, actually, to be honest, Okayu does as well. Now that I think about it, but she sort of tends towards the lewd side. I mean, Okayu. Polka is very good. Does a voice acting. She has the range. She can sing. Yes, she does have the wacky pie. But I wouldn't really put her in very noise. You know what? I'll put her in noise. I'll put her sort of in the middle of noise. No, lower end of noise. Maybe around here. Because she's chaos. It's a bit hard to loot her because, you know, she has the chaotic energy. And, she comes across as a bit hyper. But, you know, somebody you'd spend time with as a person. Not like, you know, pushing them down or anything like that. So yeah. Oh, hello, Nini. Welcome to the stream. Yes, top tier seiso content right here. Okay, so now we move on to the people that we would be most familiar with, aka Hololive. Well, as well as ID and Ian and all that. But so first off, Marie Calliope. Now, Callie, once again, design-wise, purely design-wise, she's either in the high end of Vernoise or in the low end of Ur. But she doesn't give me that vibe. Well, not even a dad tier. She sort of gives me that the homie vibe, you know? Though she has said some things in the past. She is cultured, she knows things, but she's not inherently lewd in and of herself, so... Yeah, she's one of the fellas, that's the thing. So... You know what, I'll put her in Vernoise. Sort of... somewhere between... Coco and Okayu. Yeah, no dents in the fan art. Yes, the fan art's very nice, but we're not considering fan art. I have to keep repeating myself. We're not talking about fan art. If we did, everybody would be in Ur. Except for Luna. No, Luna would still be in the FBI tier, so yes. So I put Callie in very noise. It's either a low very noise or a high noise. Because she comes off as a homie. Actually, you know what? I'll put her down in the high noise. Just because of the way she presents herself. And that's taking into consideration what she's like. Design-wise. Okay, next we have the one, the only, wife of Pudding, Takanashi Kiara. I don't think I really need to say why, do I? Right on top. Top tier. Completely biased. I'm discriminating against everybody else. She's my Oshi. Yes, so she goes right up there. Definitely. Now, if I were to try and be objective, which is going to be a little bit difficult, okay, so, ignoring the whole Oshi thing, if you just looked at her design, she has the booba, she has the waist, she has the tummy, she has the thighs, she has the legs, she has the dancing, but then you're gonna have to ignore the 3D version of her because her ass got nerfed in 3D. Though I think she was getting buffed soon. Well, I think she already has been buffed. I'm not too sure. So, from a completely objective point of view, at the very least, she would be in Vernoise. And then if you take into account all the past outfits, especially the Empress outfit, like. I mean, the Empress outfit is not really lewd, per se, though there have been lewd fan arts of it, which is fantastic. But it's just the overall vibe of it. It just amplifies everything, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yes. So she goes right up there, up top, if I didn't do that, okay. No, I'm not being held at gunpoint, so I'm okay. I'm not being held hostage. Kiara isn't here. I don't know what she's doing, but yes. So goes right up there in Uo. I know somebody said something about, the way she streams and all that. Then he's like, yeah, okay, fine. I mean, objectively, I can see why some people wouldn't like it, because people might say, oh, she tangents too much, or she whatever. But it's like, if she tangents too much or too little, it's in the end, it's all a personal taste. Oh, you guys are very generous. Who was that? Was that Blue? Blue, dabu dee dabu da. Thank you, Blue. Very kind. I'll send you feet pics later. So. But yes, so no matter what, Kiara will be in Uo for me. Even if she wasn't my Oshi, she would still be in the top tier of very nice. At the very least, the top tier of very nice. Oh yes, and just to, now if this was 2 years ago, when the whole bottom left meme was everywhere, you could say, oh, she was lewd and everything. Oh, Ghastly Yokai, Dankeschön. I'll send you toe pictures as well. I'll shave them first though, maybe. I don't know if I remember. Yes, don't hold me to that. So, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, so if you remember the bottom left meme, which everybody should know, even if you are a new viewer. But, well, actually, maybe if you're new, you wouldn't know. But okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. The bottom left meme, if this was 2 years ago, she would be in Uo based on design and personality, or the perceived personality, because of the meme. But the problem was the meme was going a bit too far. As Kiara herself said, she was fine with it as long as it was within context. But the problem was that they were throwing that meme in her face a little bit too much, and I'm probably one of the guilty parties as well. But, after she said, don't do it, most of us stopped. So yeah. Okay, anyway, she's over in Uo. No, I'm not tangenting, I'm just talking about things, yes. So, shit, I'm being influenced too much by her, am I? So next we have Ninomai Inanis, our little precious taco with lots of tentacles, who once said she has enough tentacles for everybody, which was quite yabai. Now, initially you might think, she doesn't really have much of a figure, and she's got all the tentacles, blah blah blah, we'll put her down in noise. But she has the legs, and according to headcanon, she has the back and the butt. Even though she has tried to, even though she's tried to say no, that is not the case. So, and her 3D is actually quite adorable as well. So I put her up in very nice. So I'm not too sure if I put her around here. I put her around, maybe just below maybe around Roboco. Yeah, maybe around here. Because the Takodachis, well, apparently I've heard that out of all the Hollow Ian fan bases, or at the very least amongst Hollow Myth fan bases, the Takodachis are the ones that are the most feral, allegedly. Though we do see proof of that every time things like Ina's back happens, or, when Callie was doing that swimsuit version of Ina on the stream. So I can see where they are coming from. When people are talking about that. So Ina has her little moments as well. I think one of the ones that sticks to mind is when somebody sent a super chat or a comment, asking Ina, can you please step on us? And Ina's reply was, well, that depends. Where do you want to be stepped on? And that's it's just right up there. It's just, it launches you into very nice by itself. That little statement itself launches you right up into very nice. So yes, she goes up there. Plus, like I said, she knows, she said she has enough tentacles for everybody. And oh yeah. I'm not a degenerate, I'm just truthful. I'm just truthful to humanity. Okay, so that's Ina. Speaking of Ina, sidetrack. I know there's somebody in the chat with a with a fantastic take on Ina's name. It's like, Butang Inanis. I always laugh when I see that name. So, okay, anyway, moving on. Next we have Gaugura. Yes, Nino Mai Butang Inanis, KFP overworked employee. The name always makes me laugh. So next, we have Gura. FBI tier. No question. Yes, no question. FBI tier. I'm sure some of you would disagree, but please do not drag the rest of us down with you. I mean, okay, granted. Because this is an O tier, this is about, you know, how much they activate my neurons. She has to go, she's in the FBI tier. She doesn't really activate neurons anyway. If this was about a cuteness tier, then sure, she would go higher, but this is not about being cute. Even though that could be a consideration, but no, this is not it, okay? So she goes in the FBI tier. And if you have questions, oh, somebody said, oh, did they? Oh my god. Okay. So next, we have Amelia Watson, our little British detective. Apparently, she doesn't really sound British, even though she tries, or she tried in the beginning. She doesn't do a good job of it. So, well, okay, she's a gremlin. She's a little gremlin with a bombshell body. And she knows what she's doing. So at the very least, she would be... I put her in very nice, to be honest. I mean, it's just the way... I don't watch her streams that much, to be honest. Well, not anymore. For some bizarre reason, but... yeah, I mean, she's done the Ojo laugh as well. I think, when was that? That was quite a while back. But, I mean, she has the mole. She can be a bit of a degenerate. Well, most of them can be. Yeah, she has the mole, so the mole helps a lot as well. You know what, okay, no, I wouldn't, she would be in very nice, but not that high. I'd put her somewhere, maybe above Ina? Because, I mean, if you were to just talk about activating neurons, Ahmed does it more often than Ina, so, you know. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Dun 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 dun. Okay. More crew than lewd. Yeah, I can see that. To be honest, I can see that. Okay. So next we have Crazy Ori. Now, if Ollie was the one making this list, every single one of them would be up here. Every single one of them, and they'll all be equal up here. Doesn't matter. It would be Ayame, be it Kiara, be it Azuki, whoever. Ollie would put them on top. Probably. Most likely. 90%. Okay, maybe, whatever. So she can be down bad. No, she is down bad. She basically embodies most of the fans, to be honest. And she's great. But does she make us down bad? I'm honestly no. I'd really put her somewhere down here in depends. Because I mean, if you look at her, she's not thick, She's not thick or anything, so she doesn't really have that to help out. Though there was one time I think she tweeted out that her pants split because her thighs were thick, but that's not being taken into consideration, and I'm sure you don't need me to explain why. But yes, so she doesn't really activate neurons, does she? No, the fact that she's a zombie doesn't really matter. I'm very open-minded with these kinds of things. Yes, I have her deep voice, Ollie. Does she activate neurons? The fishnets. Well, the thing is, if she was Olivia, Olivia, then yeah, sure, I'd probably put her higher up on the list. But as Ollie, I put her somewhere in depends, like really does. I'm afraid that she is watching. It's alright, I'm sure she agrees with about a third of my list, probably. So okay, we'll put Ollie over there in depends. I mean, yes, her most recent outfit was, it's got the drip. Because that's cringe, man. But yeah, she's got the drip, and she does have fishnets. That is true. She does have fishnets in the newest outfit. So if I take that into account, I'll keep her in depends. But I push her up somewhat to maybe here. Yeah, maybe around Risu? Maybe just above Risu. Yeah, we'll keep her around here for the time being. We'll put her around there for the time being. Next, Anya Melfista. Now, she is small. She has the booba. She's thick. And she doesn't take shit from anyone. But I'm not really into that kind of, what's the word for it? Build? Body? Whatever, you know, short with yeah, short stack, that's the one, Fluck, thank you. Short stack. I mean, a little bit of a short stack's fine, because apparently Marine is quite short. But based on, no, Naomi, bear in mind this is just based on activating neurons, not how good I think they are as a streamer. So, well, that's the funny thing, Lunchbox. I mean, if you base it purely on height, I think even people like Ame would be a short stack. Well, maybe not. But she doesn't look like one because of the proportions, you know? She doesn't really do anything for me. So, I mean, is she considered illegal? I don't ever recall her being considered illegal, like Luna or Gura or anything. Because if so, I put her in not really. But if the FBI comes after you because of Anya, then she goes into FBI's comment. But I don't ever recall her being not legal, so she goes in not really. Yeah, no, the thing is, people don't really consider Anya for the lewd stuff. It's more about her being, you know, doesn't take shit and her game choices and everything. So this is not about the whatever. So we can put her in not really. Maybe around with Ayame. I mean, they can't really hold hands in the tier, but we'll put them side by side. Elbows up, side by side. Okay. Next up, we have my other wife, Pavoliarene. She goes right up there at... We'll put her up here. At the very least, we'll put her up here first. Actually, you know what? We'll put her up here. Whoa. Yes. Her existence is a blessing, innit? Just look at her, the way she can look at you. She doesn't always give fan service, but she has the potential. She can be very spicy. She's also Kiara's wife. They're also holiday partners, honeymoon partners, whatever partners you want to call it. They probably held hands, shared a bath, blah blah blah, so they can go up then. Though would I put her above Suise? Okay, you know what? We'll add on the we'll shift her just above Suisse. Not by much. But just above Suisse. Yes. Pudding, how does it feel that your wife has a wife? It's fantastic. I mean, if I can film it, it's fine. Okay. So, what's next? Iris. Iris. It's Iris. Now, the thing is with Iris... Oh, thank you for the super chat, Bubble. Yes. Oh, spicy. Oh, I sense people having a stroke, but yes. Now, Iris... I mean, there's the world famous Yabairis, so that does help her. And she does have the assets. So, I mean, I'm inclined to put her in noise at the very least. Like the lower end of very noise, perhaps. Now, the one thing that might put people off is the model design. Now, I personally don't have an issue with the model, but I know quite a few people sort of do, though they've gotten used to it because she's just been around for so long. Because if you compare her with everybody else on this list, at the very least the face looks different. But yes, she is having a redesign. I don't think a date or even a given timeline has been given yet. Personally, I never had a problem with her design. I always thought it was great. So, with that being said, oh, and in terms of outfits, it's very easy because she only has the one outfit, doesn't she? Okay, but, so, with that being said, plus the Yabiris, and the fact that her antics with Bay sometimes puts things in your imagination, she'll go up in very nice. Maybe just below Okayu. Because at least Okayu embraces the Okazu kind of thing. In fact, she probably encourages it. Right. Oh, sorry. I drink water. Wait. Right. So next, we have Sana. Tsukumo Sana. Ah, bless the Sanalites. I hope they're doing fine. Now, Sana has massive assets. She could probably crush your head if she sat on it. And lots of people like dark-skinned girls as well, and so do I. But once again, it's like, the thing is, I don't know if, I consider her to be a little bit too big in terms of booba. I put her in nice at the very least. Oh yes, and she has the feet. I'm not really a foot person. Yeah, she's more of a cinnamon roll, really. So if we take that... I'm not weak, Ferrari. It's called being truthful. A real man will have tastes. A professional degenerate will have standards. So, she's too much of a cinnamon roll. But, given the design, I can put her in noise. I put her above... I put her above Noeru. There we go. Gura should be at top, bro. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, M. Well, that's a bit of a mouthful, but the FBI is coming after you, man. Everybody's gonna think you're saucy as fuck. Amogus. Please kill me. Fucking Among Us. Okay, never mind. Moving on. Moving on. We have Mommy Fauna. Ceres Fauna. I can hear thousands of saplings going ooh every single time I see her on stream or on Twitter or something like that. She would be in the very nice tier. Perhaps around around here, maybe? Around there? Maybe I'll put her, yeah, sort of right at the top of very nice. Yeah, she has the Kalkini and everything, but that's found out. Well, okay, no, she encouraged the Kalkini, so she does know what she's doing. She has the motherly vibe, and it doesn't feel forced. In fact, it's very natural. She does ASMR. You know what? Yeah, I put him in very nice. I'll put her in very nice, right up there, in very nice. And Emo Fauna, man. Oh my god, that was... But that's not really official, is it? If Emo Fauna was official, I could probably put her in Uo, just below Suisei, but it's not really, so... I put her in very nice. Oh, we're filling up... Lots of them are very nice, aren't they? I mean... She has a bit of a mommy role. But it's sort of a seesaw kind of thing, you know, like sometimes she does it very well and sometimes it just sort of she deviates from that a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean quite a lot, but whatever. So yeah, we'll put her where she is. Plus I'm sure the feet lovers will love her as well, because if I'm not wrong, she's barefoot, isn't she, in her design? Right. Prefers big sister to mom. Okay, yeah, I can roll with that. I can roll with that. Big stepsister. What are you doing, step bro? So, next we have Kwoni. Owo Kwoni. Subway tier. Subway tier, yeah, no, well, maybe I should make one just for that. No. Correct me if my memory is wrong, but I'm probably not the only one in terms of, you know, who subscribe to the idea that maybe her legs could have been a little bit thicker. Because she's got the massive booba, she's got the height, she's got the legs, but the legs aren't that, they're not that thick, you know, like, let me look. Our crony. If I can fucking find her, bro. There we go. Hey, hello. Malani. Hey, there we go. Open image, new tab. So, don't know if you can see. So, let me switch back. Oh, motherfucker, I dropped something. There goes my hopes and dreams. So, anyway, look at her. I mean, she's pretty. She's got a very nice ribbon. Southeast Asian. No, I grew up in Singapore, KG. That's why. But yeah, so okay, this looks a little bit fucked up, but ignore that. So, I mean, she's got the proportions, massive booba, the hips and everything, but the problem is, you look at the legs. I mean, they're nice and long, but they're a bit too thin. There's a little bit of a squish here, but yeah, if they were something like, you know, 20-30% wider, then yeah, I mean that would be great. So yeah, there we go. So with that into consider it, but she sounds good. You have to remember how she sounds like. There is the Gatmoe, which everybody found out soon afterwards, after her debut. And it's just the things she says from time to time. It's just real bangers. So I'd say she would go in very nice, somewhere around here. Okay, no. Now, if her legs were buffed, she would be up here. But because not, she'd have to go down here very nice. I can't put her above Toa. Put her around here for now, perhaps. Below Wami. Well, she's already below Wami. I'll put her below Toa for the time being. Because yes, Toa doesn't have the massive booba, but at least it's more balanced in terms of the assets. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I'm just sort of talking shit halfway through, but whatever, we can go with that. Okay. So, who do we have next? 次は誰だ? Alright, 次はナシムメです. We'll put him in war. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, she doesn't really come across. Okay, no, she's what was that term that she used? Body appreciator. The one. What was that term that she used where she appreciates the assets of the body? Anatomy enjoyer, something like that. And that's not inherently lewd, I suppose. And she doesn't really give off that. That vibe anyway. So I put her in depends. Maybe. Well, the thing is, she does give. I don't know about little sister vibes because at the moment you say little sister, I have to put her down here because, well, not really, because, you know, Sweet Home Alabama. You know what? I put her around here for now. I'll put her around here for now. In depends. Oh, come on. When does the text coming up? Older cousin. Yeah, probably younger cousin, actually. But yeah. Next. Oh, she just likes to watch. Define watch. Okay. So next, we have everyone's favorite resident rat, Hako's Bales. The rat. The little adorable sweet rat who might not be cheesed to meet us, but everybody wants to mating press anyway for some bizarre reason. Honestly, I'm not too sure how that meme even came about, but I mean, it's strange because on debut, I would have put Bay at maybe around Noise, because there was the midriff, there was the legs. So she would have been at Noise at the very least. But as time has gone by, I find that she activates neurons more and more often. So I want to put her in Uo, but it's not to that level for the most part. I think I put her in very Noise. Higher than Crony, because at least it's all proportional. No offense, Crony, please don't come after me. And yes, her voice, I mean, usually, you know, she speaks in that kettly laughter voice, but from time to time when she sort of dips down, that's when things really kick off. Well, okay, no, I don't mean kick off in that sense, but okay, never mind, forget it. I'm just gonna go on. Okay, so with Bay, I put her, I mean, to me, she's above Ame and Nina in terms of neuron activation. But would I put her above Shion or Muna and Ilfi? You know what? I'll put her maybe around. Maybe around here. Maybe around here. Yeah. Is Bay a short stack? I don't know, because I mean, typically a short stack you think of somebody like Anya, you know. I mean, ignoring the actual, you know, whatever their heights are. If you just look at purely design-wise, people like Anya would be a short stack, theoretically speaking. Bay is just short, and she's medium as premium. Yes, she's medium. At least that's what I think. So yes, I mean, if her cup size was maybe around, say, Moonell 4 now, maybe even bigger than that, then yes, you could probably call her a short stack. But we'll leave it at that for now. We'll leave her at that for now. So, next up, we're on to Holox. We're on to Holox. First off, we have Yamada. She goes in the FBI's coming tier, for obvious reasons. And, okay, fine, let's face it. Even if Lapras wasn't an FBI tier, I put her in not really, because the horns are too big. I mean, you know how people always say, oh yes, if you have horns on your head, like demon horns or whatever horns, you can hold them as handlebars, you can rip them off in a fight or something like that. But the thing is with Lapras, the horns are so big, first of all, you might not get a good grip. And second of all, if you do rip them off, you probably rip off half his skull as well, given how big they are. So just imagine how much surface area there is. That's the attachment, you know? But no matter what, she'd be in the FBI. The FBI tier. No, Lunchbox, no, don't be mean to her. But she is a very good dancer. But once again, that it wouldn't move her up, and it can't move her up because, yeah. To be honest, if you guys want to rip horns off of people, off of the talents, I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned about you guys. Because, yeah, no, I'm not going to say anything else. Never mind. How about Laplace the bird? Oh, that little crow on her head. Yeah, no, that's the bird would probably go in a not really. I don't know if the bird's legal or not, but no, it's a no for me for the bird. Okay, next. We have Takane Louie, our favorite, one of members of the Holotori, with fantastic hips. Excuse me. I would put her in Uo. But there is a reason why I have to put her in Very Noise. maybe around here. See, most people would by default put her in war because of the hips and everything. But let me see if I can find a good picture. I need a shashin. Where is the shashin? Fuck, that's too small. That's what she said. Is this big enough? No, that's a GIF. No, fuck off. I don't need that. No. Sorry. Joe Tomate Kudasai, I'm trying to find Takane Louis, just to present what I'm trying to say. Is this big enough? Okay, that looks big enough. We can go with this. Okay, so I show you. My guy show you the picture. Okay, so as you can see, this is Louis. Okay. If you don't know who she is, then okay, so this is Louis. Okay, she's pretty. She has the motherly vibe. Well, I mean, yeah, it has been. You know what? To be honest, it has been fixed, but sometimes it still puts me off slightly. You know? Okay, no, wait. Let me proceed on first. So she has the booba, she has the waist, she has the hips, that thigh gap, and the legs. And she has a whip, which helps, I guess. Now, if I'm not wrong, the hips have been fixed somewhat. Oh yes, and don't forget the gloves. But from time to time, when I see her in 3D, occasionally the hips still sort of, I mean, they're nice, but it's just the way it curves out sometimes. It sort of makes me go, ooh, and then I forget about it because I get distracted again. So now if this was maybe a few if this was a little bit narrower, maybe she would definitely have been ooh. Oh, you can see the cursor. Yes, you can see the cursor right here. Yes. Yes, 10 out of 10 would get stepped on, not gonna lie. Yes, I would agree with you. 100%. But, so I keep her in very nice. Because overall, she's still fantastic. She has the vibe, the voice, the everything. No, Kiara's okay, but you have to look at the proportions, though. I mean, okay, fine, Louis has been fixed, but they flared out too much initially. So yeah, we'll put her in very nice. Well, actually, you know what? She's been fixed. We'll put her around here, just below Fauna. No, just above Fauna, because we have not seen Fauna dancing. We have not seen Fauna dancing, so she will have to be below Louis. But I'm sorry, I'm still keeping Louis at a top, very nice tier. Let's see, who else was there? Yes, Hakui Koyori. We've got Koyo. Koyori. Now, first glance, you might not think she's very lewd, and I mean, I can't remember the last time I watched her stream, but she never really... Actually, you know what? She would go somewhere up here, at the very least. Because she's got the tummy. She's got a little bit of a vibe, just a little bit. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just a degenerate. I don't know. Don't question me on that. But you remember that 3D stream when she was stepping on the camera? So she is willing to, you know, go down that path, at least towards the viewers. So that helps. So it goes towards very nice. We'll put her up here, in very nice. Okay, agreed? Okay, very nice. Don't care too much about how high it is, just very nice. Kusogaki, yeah, I suppose she does have the vibe of a Kusogaki. And the personality, yes, Denson, I think you guys probably know me a bit too well. Some of the references I'll make are going to be quite obvious. Her mayonnaise bottle, lunchbox, I'm presuming you're referring to actual mayonnaise and not some sort of yabai reference, right? Okay. So next up in the Holox, we have Sakamata Chloe. Now, she would be in very You know what? I'm actually kind of biased towards Chloe. She's cute. She's got the assets. Her vocal range is great. Okay, fine. She is stinky, but we can't sniff her through the screen. If we could, it would be a little bit bizarre. She knows how to make use of her assets. So she would go up here. Actually, you know what? That might be a little bit unfair. Because if I put Chloe in Uo, which to me she is, then Louis, in my mind, Louis is not that far behind Chloe. So if I put... Okay, you know what? I'll keep it like this. Chloe will be right here in Uo, sort of at the bottom. And then Louis will be right at the top of Very Nice, sort of like 0.5% from ranking up. So we'll just keep it at this. Well, to be honest, almost everybody on this list from, let's say, Very Nice upwards is already Uo to some level. It's just something will make me put them down to Very Nice, or they're just not that up top. But okay, I'll put Louis here. Yeah, and Chloe up there. Now, next we have Kazama Iroha. I nearly said Kazuma. I fucking... Okay, so, Iroha. Honestly, I don't watch Iroha that much. Though from the few times I've seen her, she seems to be quite sweet. Degozaru. Hai. Seiso degozaru. So, but she has a nice design. The chest strap, yes, that does help. So she would go in noise. In noise. But she doesn't really do yabai stuff. So I could put her below Miko. Well, no, Miko doesn't really do yabai stuff, does she? I mean, she plays erogaze, but she doesn't do that on stream. So I'll put her below Flare, above Miko. Because Flare's got nicer legs. Yeah, so I'll put her in noise. High noise. Okay, so we're down to the last three. The most recent additions to Hololive, the waifus. We've got Kaching, we've got Zeta. I'm sorry, she still gives me Kaching vibes. So, I've watched Zeta. She's adorable. She's nice. Though for some reason, half the time when I see her tweets, is that there's lots of people referencing imposters and Amogus. Though maybe that's just me. And she's a bit of a pon from all reports. Oh, she knows Johnny's sins, does she? Ah, okay. She definitely goes in noise. But I mean, she's not inherently lewd. So I'd probably put her in noise. Because, I mean, you probably could lewd her if you thought about it. Because, like, for example, for those of you who missed it, the reason why Nene's here, why Nenechi's here, is because you can't really, she doesn't really activate neurons per se, ignoring fan art, just like her as herself on stream. But yeah, Zeta does have a vibe to it. It's very hard to explain this one. No, Silver. No, please don't. Not that reference. So you know what? I'll put Zeta up here. Maybe around around here, maybe? Sort of in the middle of noise. I mean, I'll probably shift her up and down later on, but we'll see. We will see. Okay? Okay. Okay, now, before I get to Kyla, since we have Kobo here. Now, okay, remember, Kobo said she's legal. Okay? So we're taking that into consideration. And so she goes in not really. Because I just, you know. Well, she claims she's legal. Okay. Okay, how about this? We'll do well, not 50-50. Okay, how about put it like this? If what Kobo said is true about her being legal, she goes in not really. If not, actually, you know what? I'm trying to think. Actually, because she just doesn't really give that vibe, you know. I mean, I'm sure some of you might think that way, but that's your own personal problem. Yeah, she is adorable, especially when she interacts with Kiara and Callie, even though she was revealed to be adopted. But yeah, no, she really is a Kusagaki. Oh, I've heard her speaking Indonesian, which is why it really reinforces the not really. No, but the thing is, right? Even if Kobo's design was like, say, Reine, for example, I still wouldn't put her very high up on the list, just because of the way she brings herself across on stream. So, but actually, what someone said earlier, someone saw in the chat earlier, I can't remember who. If we were going by that, then it's like, well, oh, Gura's 9,000 years old as well. Wouldn't she be under not really? You have a point. So, we will go. Well, we'll put her in the FBI tier. But sort of like towards the top, because, taking into consideration she said she's legal. That shit. So either way, basically, if you're within these two, yeah, you're not even within the realm of activating neurons, okay? So just to be clear, if you're in the FBI tier or the not really tier, you're not really in the realm. If you're in depends onwards, okay, if you're in depends, there's still, I can see something. Noise is like, okay, noise, there is something. Very nice is like, you don't really need me to clarify, do you? Just look at who's up here. And then Uo is, yes, very straightforward as well. I mean, like, for example, Kiara's on top, she will always be on top for me. She will always be on top in this tier list for me, okay? Sorry, I just had to rephrase it a little bit. Okay, so. Oh, did she say that, Denson? Oh dear. Okay, probably a good thing I put her on the FBI thing. So, Kyla. She would be in very nice, perhaps. I mean, she does have the vibe, the mommy vibe, the voice, the design. So she would go in very nice. Now the question is just how high or how low, or rather how high in this case. Now she does give off. Wow, this is a tricky one. Gaming auntie. Oh my god. Okay. She has the stamina. Oh dear. Well, the thing is, I don't watch her that much, so I can't attest too much to it. Because at least some of the ones up here, even though some of the ones over here, even though I don't watch them that much anymore, I used to watch them somewhat before Myth came out, like, Matsuri, Mel, and all that. So I did watch them in the past. So at least might be out of date, but at least there's an idea. Kyla Gorilla Sounds. Yeah, she does have better proportions than Crony. But the thing is, I'm a bit more biased towards Crony because I used to clip stuff. I used to clip Crony until the time zone proved too much. You know what? Maybe I'll put her around. Okay. So if I put her below Matsuri, because Matsuri does have that yabai streak in her, very much so. But the thing is, I'm a huge fan of tomboys, so it meant that she would go under here. But then Coco is more yabai, so she would go here. And then Okayu has the, once again, like I said before, she's willing to call herself Okazu for the friends, so she would go here. But then, she doesn't really have any yabai moments like Yabairis, so she would be over here. So, she would go here, just above Callie, because, mentioned earlier, Callie has the assets and everything, but she comes off as more of a bro, somebody that you chill with. A bit like Polka. Though the difference is the difference is the design and assets and everything like that. So yeah, Kyla goes there. So we'll go through the. So yeah, this is the current state of things. Let me drink water. The bro that you kind of got eyes on, I suppose. Monty, Clussy, right. I suppose that's why she's a noise anyway. Let's see. So, this is the list as it stands. Though I feel that some things might need to be shifted around. Some of them might have to be shifted around. So we've got, okay, so I think the ones in Uo, they can be left as such. So Kiara, Choco, Marion, Rene, Cece, and Chloe. Now there might have been a couple which I would have considered bumping up to Uo, but then that would make the Uo list a little bit too broad, you know. There has to be a certain line. And so, for example, if I was a bit more generous, then Louis and Fauna would have probably gone up there. Yago is in my kokoro. Yago wa watashi no kokoro no naka ni iru. Desu yo ne. Oh, ichiban daisuki. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah. So, Uo level 1 and Uo level 2. Actually, that could be an idea. Uo 1 and Ward Light. Okay, you know what? We'll add in another list. A row below. And what color is it going to be? Okay, close. Fuck. Okay, I don't know why that's gone purple. Let me change that color. We'll put that as pink because lewd. We'll go here. We'll go with purple. Purple, I guess? Okay, so this is. Okay, fuck it, whatever. This is. Oh, I can't. Too long. I'll put it there, and we'll put this here. Okay. So now there's more of a. What do you call that? There's more of a split between it. So Kiara's still up here, Choco's still up here, Marion's still up here, Rain is still up there. Now basically this is just all onwards, okay? So I put Chloe down here, Louis would be up here, Fauna would be up here. I don't know really. Okay, no, we'll keep it like this for now. Okay, so Mel, Aki went through, nice. Top 3. Lami, sort of, maybe she can be standing on the podium with them holding hands. So then we have Koyori, reasons stated earlier. Yofi has a dumpy apparently, in 3D. Let's see. Muna also has the assets. She can dance. A few times I've watched her, I've enjoyed it. Lami deserves consideration. But the thing is, if I move Lami up to Uo, then unless we start bringing in other considerations as well. Okay, you know what? We'll carry on with the rest first. So now we have, okay, we went Yofi, Muna, Bei. This was built up over time, so we'll leave her very nice. Murasaki Shion, because of the tummy, the legs, and if you remember the pre-nerfed 3D outfit, where she was always, you know, you could always do a panchira when she was on the stream. So we'll put them there for now. Ame, Ina, quite close to each other. Roboco, now she did, yeah, I'll leave Roboco here. Botan, okay. Toa, okay. Crony, now, if Crony ever gets a buff, she's moving up to the top half of this, maybe even into Uo, okay. So Matsuri, yeah, well, yeah, okay, I'll keep Matsuri here for now. Because she's lewd, but she doesn't really activate my neurons that much. Up to a certain point, but yeah. Then we have Subaru. who's the tomboy, so we'll go with that. And we've got Coco. We've got OQ, Iris, and Kyla. So it's sort of like, you know, when I was talking about Kyla, we sort of went through this list earlier. So, sorry, let me just click on something. Let me see. Okay, sorry, no, I was just checking something. Okay, so noise, we've got Callie, Flair. Actually, I wonder if I should swap Callie and Flair, like just two of them, because I mean they both have nice assets, but Callie has a more bro vibe, very much so compared to Flair. So we can swap places, two of them, like this. We can just swap them like this. Okay, so then we have Iroha, who I think I will swap with Miko. With Miko. Yeah, Mio is more of a cute. Leslie, I mean, she can be, but Mio doesn't really push that out that much, does she? Yeah, Flair's like an energetic friend. Fucking Kyoto. Okay, we have Tsunomaki Watame, who's in noise because she's Wata Oji. We've got Hato, aka Hachama, who is there because she can be yabai, but sort of gotten a bit desensitized now. So I'll leave her in the middle of noise. Zeta, okay, we'll leave her there. Sana, okay. Noel, like I mentioned, I'm a realistic man. I'm not blind to everything. There's such a thing as too big. And just think of how much back pain she will have. Though I suppose you could offer to carry it for her all the time. Noel needs a buff. Flug, are you kidding? You want it? Oh my god. How much bigger do you need it to be, man? Let's see. Fubuki. Okay, Fubuki, Korone, Polka. I mean, I suppose you could consider them that way, but it's a little bit more difficult. Kurokami, yeah, I would have said Kurokami is in a high noise. But unfortunately she wasn't in the thingy, so she's not. But if Kurokami was in this list, I'd put her somewhere, maybe around where Iroha, Mio, and Miko are, just somewhere around here. I mean, honestly, the middle of all these tiers is sort of like, it blurs, but it's just the top few and the bottom few, and that's sort of like more definite. Okay, so next we've got a depends. Oh, I can save and download this, yeah. So we've got depends. So Nenechi, I mentioned earlier, it's just you can't really see him that way. You can't really see him that way. A-chan and Nodoka, well, unfortunately they're not on the list, but I put them up in very noise. Especially A-chan, because she is a little bit of a... yeah. So, Ollie, she knows what it's like to be down bad. But does she make us down bad? Not really. Though with the latest outfit, there is that fishnet thing, so it does help a bit. So we'll put him in depends. Risu, no, not November, so we'll put it there. Mume, I mean, there is potential, but she doesn't really have that vibe, so we'll leave her there. Kanata, she'll probably crush me. So I put her there. Rushia, like I said, if she screams, because she screams, she goes in depends. Even though it's funny. If she didn't scream that much, she would have gone up in noise. Aqua is just her personality brings her down from, say, a high noise to a depends. She's just too shy, too precious, too sweet. Now, Sora and Azuki, because this was quite early on in the beginning, so most of you probably wouldn't have heard why I didn't even put them in, not really. Because, yes, they are pure seiso and everything, and Sora especially is the goddess. So I would argue that Azuki's not that far behind. She's the diva, essentially. And they don't really come across as yabai or anything. But for some reason, I'm just intrigued by the potential of a gap. Not that they would ever do it, because it would just Because like if Sora ever started streaming or doing like lewd ASMR things like that, she would torpedo her own reputation. For better or for worse, I don't know. But yes, we'll leave Soda where she is. Azuki is more yabai than I think. Actually, didn't I mention the thing about Hologra? Where she was, you know, she was halfway in and out of the television, which really does make you imagine a little bit. So I'll put them, so they still be here, but I can swap Azuki and Sora, but they'll still be around the same area. Yes, the stuck in wall tag. Yes, man of culture indeed, all thanks. Now we have got Pekora. Well, I've already mentioned these, so last but not least we have Pekora, who, yeah, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? I mean, yes, she's a bunny girl, but you just don't really, well, I just don't really see it that way. I mean, I'll like and retweet some yabai fan art on Twitter, but it's different from, okay, because you have to understand, right? There are lines that some of us have. Well, no, lines would be, but we can separate it. So, for example, what you see on stream would be different. You'd have a different idea of them versus what you see in terms of fan art. So, like for example, fan art. For example, over here. Let's see, who's a good example? So, for example, Fubuki is down here in noise, sort of like in the middle of noise. But if you had to ask me about fan art, she would go right up here because she has a lot of good fan art. But we're not talking about fan art, we're talking about them. So yeah, and Ina as well. Yeah, she has a lot of noise fan art. Yeah, so I think this is fairly straightforward. Well, not fairly straightforward. Fan art. what's with the little quotations? Yeah. Wow, how long has it been? 2 hours. So it probably took slightly less than 2 hours because we were talking to them, and that might give me some inspiration. So yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll keep the tier list like this for now. In fact, I'll probably save it. Let me just save this. There we go. Okay. So what else am I missing out? Sorry, that was just me taking a screenshot. Don't worry about it. Now I can post this later on Twitter and then get slammed by the mob up there. There's a download button, but I was too lazy to scroll down. This is top tier laziness. Glad to hear that you enjoyed the stream. Oh no, it's still, the stream is still on. You can see the mouse moving and the chat and everything. Yes, Keiji, no, like I said, if Nodoka and A-chan were in here, they go somewhere. Well, A-chan will be the top of Very Noise because she is very cultured. Nodoka would be either the top of Noise or the bottom of Very Noise. Because she has the assets, but I mean, yeah, it's a bit. Now, somebody said I should do more streams like this on main. Yeah, sure, provided it's Hololive related. Because I have a feeling if I start doing gaming streams on main, it's, yeah, people will be like, bruh, it's not even Hololive related, bruh. Why are you streaming on the main, bruh? It's like, yeah, so, whatever. We'll see in the future. Olivia would be, okay, where's Ollie? Ollie isn't, depends. Olivia would go into noise, I would say. Maybe bottom end of noise or middle of noise, but somewhere around there. Alter Kiara is right up there in Fegs. Because she's just another form of Kiara, but the Yabai version. Female Magni. Let's put her in Uo. White and black Kiara. Also sick. Basically, if it's Kiara, it's right out there on top. It will be right around here. Okay. Small army is Uo. Okay, you do you, man. You do you. Garfield Kiara. Nah. The two Kiaras from Do You. Yeah, the white and black Kiara. They would be up there. White Kiara is beyond, man. White Kiara would be way above this. Small Kiara, I'll put her in Vernoise because there are no assets on small Kiara. Okay, there we go. Who else am I missing? Yeah, this is about everyone really, including some people that I just mentioned. Vampire Kiara, outfit tier list. Oh my god, that's gonna take forever, man. I don't know. Outfit tier list. Well, I mean, you know what the outfit tier is gonna be. Everything Kiara related is gonna be up top, and everybody else will just be fighting over the next 2 rows. Omega, wow. I don't know. Depends maybe. Mano Aloe. Now, from what I remember about Aloe, wasn't she kind of cheeky? I mean, she wasn't really lewd per se. I mean, she didn't really look lewd, but wasn't she kind of cheeky? Like she had that little Kusogaki vibes, if I remember. This was like 2 years ago, so my memory's not entirely fresh. But I mean, she did look good. So if Aloy was still with us today, or if her image was on this list, I would have probably put her, just based on that little impression, somewhere around the bottom of Vernoise. Right around there. The Chinese... Oh, yeah, it's been a while. No, I never really watched them. Because... Yeah, no, I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, so... Yeah, that's basically most of them. The Hololive clippers. I'll put them all in segs, perhaps. Now, what? You want me to do a Hololive clippers tier list? Do you want me to get ostracized by the community or something? Let's see, who else are we? What else are we missing? Hollow Stars? Unfortunately, I don't know much. Hollow Stars. Fuck it. Just for the memes, we'll put Hollow Stars in Uo, just for the hell of it. Aloy, yeah, no, like I said, Aloy, if Aloy was still around, I would have put her in bottom end of Vernoise. Because I just remember her being cheeky and bratty and all that, and that sort of helps. Genma would be right up there with Kiara, man. Genma Maji Tenshi. I wonder if she's still sick. I think that was a few days ago when Kiara mentioned that Genma was ill, but hopefully she's recovered by now. Genma, aka my wife, okay? Do not pill me. No, we're not ranking the managers, and no, we'll be here for another 1 hour. Well, actually, there's not that many, but yes, no. Omega T, are you trying to get people into trouble? Do you know the context behind that name? But yes, so... Yeah, I think this is about it, really, for the list. I'll put the link... to this tier list, or the tier maker, later on Twitter, if I remember. Or maybe in the description of the video. Actually, no, fuck it. I'll just put it on Twitter, because it's a lot easier that way. Okay, you know what? I'm indecisive. Fuck it. I'll put it in the description later, so give me a few minutes after it's done. But otherwise, yeah, thank you for coming. Mama Tori and Mama Mori? No, I can't rank them. No, respect the moms. Oh, sorry. I mean, you've got the Mama Tori, you've got Mama Mori, you've got Ame's aunt, you've got Peckle Mama. Who else am I missing? You've got Anemachi, aka Suise's sister, but there's a reason why she doesn't appear on streams anymore, I think. Ollie's mom, oh my god, Ollie's mom is... oh, she's fantastic. Aneris. Mamatsuri. You know, I can't remember half of them, to be honest. But yeah, we'll leave the list as it is for now. I'll put it on Twitter so that people can bash me or agree with me later on. And the link to the tier maker I will put in the description, I guess. But yeah, that's about it really. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday for the past 2 hours. JL, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, man. How can you disagree? You can disagree with everything except for the top few, maybe. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, as time goes by, this tier list would probably change. As we see more, there's more changes, or if their personality changes. But yeah. So this was a fairly seiso stream, you know, nothing yabai. We are good Christian children. Yeah. Yeah, so once again, thank you all very much for coming. Segs for the outro. Alright. And in and in English we say, "Oh,